Hey there, this is Ben from Pattern Profits bringing you a few setups into Thursday, October 14th, starting with XPE, XPI. We're looking at a weekly chart here right up against descending trend line. You have an anchored VWAP pinch where we have this anchored VWAP coming down from the swing high, this anchored VWAP from the low, brought to you by our friend Brian Shannon of Alpha Trends. This anchored VWAP pinch acting as resistance up here, support down here, looking for it to come out. You also have 1013 cloud, that's that blue cloud in the background there, right up against it, as well as this red line. This is year to date anchored VWAP. It's also right there. So we're looking for that to come out of the pinch, break the descending trend line, and give us a run to the upside. We also have MDB. The rest of these are on the daily chart. So let me go ahead and put my daily indicators back on. MDB is more of what we're used to. Power earnings gap back here. You have the anchored VWAP attached to the power earnings gap. Reclaim that today. You have 1020 MA cloud just below. Volume shelf is actually just above. It would look nicer if it went sideways here, inside day, retested anchored VWAP as it turned anchored VWAP up. But growth stocks have been hot. The market has been acting well, and this one may just want to go. Peg high is 508.97, and then you have an all-time high 518.34. So be aware of those pivots just in case it decides to break out. Again, that's MDB. Let's take another look at HUT, HUT. We did get this one early with the VWAP pinch, came out of there. Now, today you had the high close above 1067. That's the highest close of this consolidation. And upside reversal this morning, which means it gapped down below yesterday's low. But 10 MA cloud caught it and up it went the rest of the session. Like I said, 1082 closed, so you closed above that 1067 level that it was having a tough time closing against. Now when you zoom out, you'll see that prior high right here of 13. So now we look to complete that rally back to prior highs, push through here and back towards that $13 level. That's HUT, HUT. I also have LC. And this setup, again, this was another one we caught early on the descending trend line break as it came out of the Alpha Trends pinch. We're up there. 33.30 now was a level we talked about. Would look great if this went sideways. Put in a handle here, a couple inside days, but it may not. And that's just the nature of the market. You see this good, strong green volume down here. So watch that 33.30 pivot in case it decides to just go. But like I said, would look nicer. Put in a handle here. Let the clouds catch up a little bit. But just want to keep that one on the radar just in case. I want to talk about a few that we have been discussing earlier in the week. Some of them remain in play. Task had a great day today, that falling wedge pattern, and right there at anchored VWAP from off of the high now. Volume shelf point of control is right there. So looking for upside continuation there. Good volume today there too. So that's a setup that remains valid that we discussed earlier in the week, as well as Bros, BROS, came out of that pinch and inside day came out to the upside, not too far extended yet, but that's another one. Another one that looks really good and remains valid. Matterport, we talked about this one. You got an inside day right there. Anchored VWAP is now flat. Would be nice if that inside day comes out, gives us continuation. 1020 cloud is right there. That's another one. So keep your watch list fresh. Plenty of these from earlier in the week still remain valid. Skin, we talked about this one, came off of anchored VWAP from the gap. Now you're right there at the area we discussed. Volume shelf point of control, 1020 cloud is right there. Push through there. You're in 2837 is the standard pivot above. So in good shape to challenge that prior high. One more, A, B, and B. That's another one that we talked about. Let me zoom out with this one. Earlier in the week, descending trend line, inside day right here, has not been able to clear the descending trend line. Looking for that inside day, come out to the upside, clear that standard pivot 176.96. So a lot of these still remain valid, these setups we discussed earlier in the week. So please keep building out that watch list. Hope you have a great trading day, and I will see you again tomorrow.